We are live. It is week 11, game number 6 of the 2021 NFL season.
From First Energy Stadium in
Featuring
Cleveland, Ohio.
the Philadelphia Eagles going up against the Cleveland Browns. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. But let us go and see all after the game.
We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. First opened in 1999, there's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with their opponents. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
I think when you watch him play, because you've heard all the different buzzwords about him being a warrior and what a battler he is. Go back to the Rose Bowl game against Georgia his last year at Oklahoma. They got beat in, double overtime? A thriller. But he played despite the flu and still put up big-time numbers and almost rallied his team to a victory.
Yeah, big-time numbers. Also had a receiving touchdown in that game as well. Mayfield on first down. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mayfield on play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the integration. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking for the out route, it's completed to Landry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Mayfield on target to Landry for Brown's first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And again, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he works his way forward from that 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They picked up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mayfield to throw. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 33. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
To go for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. But how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tyler Peoples-Jones there to make the grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. And they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe more pressures towards the quarterback.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll throw from the gun. Left side here to Sanders. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get it behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That will wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
You don't always expect him to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play fake. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down and 3. To throw, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
There's pass clock at the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kadarrell Hodge there to make the grab. And the Browns add on to their lead.
It's not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was that. This one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early score, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That first down hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That play. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or it runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. Throwing for his line back, and he's got it complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yard. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And I'll see you guys tonight.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
She wants me to stay in West Palm Beach, Florida. 2 days. It was a beautiful bedroom house with a pool and a jacuzzi. There is nothing I wouldn't do. It breaks my heart that my family's in Florida where it's 35 degrees and I'm here. What are you going to do? They got to make past me.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a hand off to Sanders, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to use his legs. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. They wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. On that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Now Texas start out again trying to quite like a big long side sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Oakland is a very, very fickle man.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. They look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 Just shy of midfield at the 48. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Open man is Higgins. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Mayfield out. Now, they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. With Charles in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now the defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him 10 yards. Pick up, and it'll be second and very short.
And the coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch, a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap, because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is nothing. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. So there's that man again. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
We often hear the phrase short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Browns were able to cover this one up. The fourth quarter felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, they'll run the jump. Oh, a solid stiff arm in some open field. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going in. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
On first down, punt, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That were a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the score on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
We know the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now parking for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 3 yards to gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
This is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only net him 3. 2nd and 7. Jeffrey with a catch left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Elliott for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time, a 9-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. What we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Hey guys, here we have it. The Browns were losing with the Eagles 28-17. That in the stream. And I'll be back with another one tomorrow. So please like and subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day night.